If you and I have talked on the phone about rules before, you've probably heard me say you can't put 15 pounds of potatoes into a 10-pound sack. Now, what does that mean? Basically, it means that you can't set rules that are in conflict with the content of your library. For example, if your library is one-third slow songs and you're scheduling 14 songs an hour, then on average, you're going to have 4.6 slow songs each hour. So let's call it 5. Now, if you put a clock rule in that says no more than 4 slow songs an hour, very quickly the slow songs are going to back up with no place to schedule without violating the rule. You'll have to deal with a lot of scheduling stops. And that's what's going on with this station I'm working with here. You see, it's stopping a lot. We see a lot of tempo violations. The hours are already filled with slow songs. Most of them. It cannot schedule a slow song back-to-back with another slow song, nor can it schedule a slow song next to a fast song or a fast song going into a slow song, and there are other rules on the songs currently at the top of the category stack, too. It is normal to have a few editing stops, but it shouldn't be this bad. Let's look at clock rules. First, we have no females back-to-back. Okay, usually not a problem observing that one. In tempo, slow to slow, slow to fast, ruled out. Fast to slow is ruled out. No more than 3 slow songs in the hour, no more than 3 fast songs in a row. Look at sound codes. A maximum of 3 rock songs an hour. Rock songs cannot schedule back-to-back, nor can they schedule next to easy listening or hard rock songs. The same deal with the hard rock sound code. There are 4 other sound code types that can't be scheduled next to hard rock songs. The station also is using the mood characteristic. Songs designated as light and angry can't schedule next to each other, and intense songs can't schedule back-to-back. Now, all this seems relatively simple when we consider each rule individually, but collectively they become showstoppers. And it all comes down to math. This station has 1,370 songs in play, and I've saved a few custom searches here. This one shows me there are 347 slow songs in rotation. Bring up the calculator. Divide the 347 into 1370, and we see 25% of the library is slow. Now, we're scheduling 14 songs an hour. 25% of that is 3.5 slow songs in the typical hour. Let's call it 4. And the clock rule says no more than 3. Where's the extra song going to go? There are 271 songs classified as intense. That's 20%. That means 3 intense songs in the typical hour. The rule says only 3 an hour. That's okay, but they can't schedule back-to-back, nor can they schedule next to any of the 60 songs classified as angry. You see where this is going. The more numerous, the more complex the rules are, the more difficult it's going to be to have a quick scheduling session without a lot of editing stops. All these rules translate into this. These songs need to schedule, and they should be scheduled at approximately the time of day that you plan for them to be scheduled. So they're coming to the top of the deck where they should play, but the rules don't fit the reality of the content that we have, and there's no place to put them without violating one of the clock rules. Now, as a disc jockey, I'm sitting in the control room. Here's my stack of choices. I look at what's already scheduled in the hour. I make a pick. I drop it in. I'm going to make a better choice than the computer because I've got ears. But then, as a DJ sitting in a live show, I got plenty of time to make every choice. Music One was designed to work like that, to let me make the choices, and at the same time to ensure that all the songs are going to get the proper number of spins and rotation placement. This ought to take a couple of minutes a day to do, but if my rule set gets too complicated and too restrictive, it becomes a real time drain. My best advice is to go light with the rules. Tempo, gender, a few sound codes is almost always enough. Keep it simple, and whenever you notice something in your music mix or your music flow that you want to tweak a bit, you can approach it gradually and add a light rule to take care of that thing.